am back. Road Transfer Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, listening on podcast. Woo! Man, I think I covered all the bases. I hope. Okay, so we're going to do a reaction to a video that's starting to go viral, starting to catch some fire, of Jason Aldean. That's right. We all know the story at this point. We've covered it greatly on this channel. Of course, he released a song back in May called Try That in a Small Town. Released a song, I think the first week, maybe it sold 1,000 copies. Well, later on in July, he released a video. It was a badass video. Still a badass video. And the world exploded. The wokes went nuts. They believed it was a racist video. You had some weird-looking chick on TikTok out there talking about dog whistles. I don't even know what the hell a dog whistle is. I don't. I don't know what that's used for. I don't care. I don't give a damn. So every mainstream media publication started taking shots at Jason Aldean. CMT pulled his video, and immediately that started a Bud Light, Dillo Mulvaney kind of backlash towards CMT. Good luck there. I mean, I don't think you had nearly the room to lose profits or viewers that a business like Anheuser-Busch had. Anheuser-Busch had a bit of a padding. Now they look like they're truly, I mean, it's a wrap for Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch. I mean, it is. So anyway, the point is there was a lot of backlash. It went nuts. Fox Atlanta told Jason Aldean, you got to pull the Black Lives Matter. I really think it was more like Antifa, but Black Lives Matter portion of your video out of the video. Even some mainstream media publications started trying to do a victory lap on that. Jason Aldean secretly edited out. Well, he got told, but it had a Fox logo on it. I mean, the original part did. They told him, you got to pull it out. You don't have permission to use it. Kind of odd, though. They were just fine with it until the mainstream media got butthurt over it. So, anyway, enter in this past weekend. Now, Jason Aldean's had a couple of sort of epic speeches at concerts around the country during this entire backlash, and they have tried to shit can him off the face of the earth, but the problem was it sold 228,000 copies. And it's got, like, I don't even know how many. In fact, let me just look real fast. Let's look. Since I'm right here, I'll pull it up on YouTube and see how many views Try That in a Small Town's got. Because I got a feeling this video is going to be long anyway. Try That. Here we go. Let's look. Let me just see. It's got 23 million views now. 23 million views. Let me put that on mute. Pause this. It is now number 5 trending in the country among music videos. So there's that. They've tried all they could to cancel him. Well, he gave a speech at a Boston concert this past weekend. We're going to listen to it. I listened to a little, but for the most part, I like to be cold on these kind of things. But he talked to Boston about the fact that, and look, at no point in this video did he get racial. That has been a lying, false narrative that has carried with this from the very beginning. People started talking about pro-lynching when nothing about lynching is in this video at all. He talks about how people come together in a small town to have each other's back. Now, I've been very vocal about the fact there is a law and order aspect to this video because, yeah, in small towns, let me just keep it real. Generally, they're Republican conservative towns. Most small towns are. A lot of people don't realize this. When you get outside of urban towns, it becomes red. Even in places like Oregon or, you know, Washington or Illinois, almost the whole state is Trump supporters outside of that 3 or 4 county area up there around Chicago, in and around. And even there, if you go 45 minutes outside Chicago, it's red. But yeah, the sheriffs, the law enforcement, they don't let you just burn the city to the ground. They don't. It's, as Roscoe P. Coltrane used to say, they'll cuff and stuff your damn ass. Plain and simple. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. And he sang about that. And I don't see the problem, but everything's got to have some kind of narrative to it. Jason Aldean fires up crowd with epic pro-America speech, and we're going to listen to it. We're going to do a reaction to this, actually. Compares the spirit of try that in a small town to Boston bombing response. And look, we all remembered what happened. Massachusetts, Boston, man, they came together when that horrible tragedy happened. And they came together as a city, as one big-ass city. And Jason Aldean brings up, Boston is a hell of a city. And I've said, if I was ever going to live in a big city, Boston might be the town I would go to. So let's look at this. We'll just do a reaction, listen to what Jason's got to say. But they're saying this is sort of an epic speech he gave at this Boston concert. Let me make sure I give some credit on this. Brian Sullivan. So go follow Brian Sullivan on the X. Is it the X or on X? You're going to have to tell us, Elon. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be called now. On the artist formerly known as Twitter, go follow this guy.
We cut that we thought was a really cool song. The message that we wanted to get out there has completely gotten overshadowed by all the bullshit, all right? I was laying in bed last night and I'm thinking to myself, you guys would get this better than anybody, right? Because I remember a time, I think it was April 2013, when the Boston Marathon bombings happened. You guys remember this, right?
And guys, there are already mainstream media articles coming out about what he just said in outrage of linking his song to those events. That's already happening here. That's already percolating. They've already started their full-blown assault yet again on Jason Aldean. We know how this works.
But what I saw when that happened was a whole, not a small town, a big-ass town come together, no matter your color, no matter anything. The whole country, and especially Boston, came together to find these two pricks that did that, right?
You want to know the last time an entire country came together like it was a small town? And this may be the best analogy. If you remember how the country came together during 9/11, that's how we come together in a small town, obviously on a much smaller scale. I'll probably get canceled for even saying that. But you get my point. If you take that kind of energy and apply it to your small town, that's how people come together when there's tragedy. Look, we got nailed by a massive, like possibly once in a lifetime kind of tornadic severe storm event here like 2 months ago. And we took hurricane-like damage around here in an area that doesn't have hurricane. Well, we have hurricanes, but rarely do they stay together and hit us. And we had massive amounts of damage. People were out of power for 2 and 3 weeks, but the entire neighborhood, the entire city, all came together to try to help each other through that horrible period. And that's all his song's about, is exactly what I'm talking about there.
And any of you guys that would have found those guys before the cops did, I know you guys from Boston, and you guys would have beat the shit out of that dude. Either one. And I've been trying to say this is not about race, it's about people getting their shit together, acting right, acting like you got some common sense.
Absolutely. Amen. People getting your shit together, acting like you got common sense, instead of acting like a bunch of nonsensical, wild-ass hoodlums burning down cities. I mean, let's just keep it real.
So you're hearing it from the person that made the record. Everybody's trying to tell me what I meant. You meant this, you meant that. They don't know what I meant. What I meant was exactly what I just told you. We are a country, the greatest one in the world. And I know you guys are like me. You want to be able to send your kids to school and not have to worry about something happening while they're at school. Or let them go to a movie on the weekend, just like we all did growing up, and not have to worry about, are they going to come home or not, right? To me, that's not a racial issue. I don't give a shit what color you are. If you're acting out, burning down buildings, costing taxpayers all this money, just for you to go and show that you're pissed off, to me, I just don't get that. We just are never going to see eye to eye on that kind of shit, right?
We're never going to see eye to eye. This is something that John and I have talked about during live streams. The fact that, you know, somebody like Joe Biden keeps trying to paint MAGA Republicans versus Democrats. Well, you're asking people to come together that don't agree with, burning the cities to the ground. Yeah, we're not going to agree on that. We're not ever going to condone it. We're not going to agree to it. We're not going to be okay with it. We're not going to turn a blind eye to it. That's always going to be a problem. You know, if something happens involving an incident with a cop or whatever, two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, there was something that happened here. It shouldn't have happened. That does not give you the right to go out and break laws. And by the way, so much of this shit happened in black communities. They talk about black on, you know, they talk about all these things that's happened to black people. Then they went into black neighborhoods and they burned them down. I mean, even the writing didn't even make sense. Like, from the standpoint of, who were you trying to target in the riots exactly? Who were you trying to get your point across to? You hurt your very own communities. But you had a bunch of idiots out there, so they're not going to care.
But I want to say, honestly, thank you guys so much, because you guys saw what was trying to happen here over the last couple of weeks. People wanted nothing more. A lot of people wanted nothing more than for this song to, you know, be something that it wasn't. Wanted you guys to turn on me and think I was something that I wasn't. And it makes me very proud, the fact that all you guys can see that and go, not this time. Not this time, everybody. And you guys took this song and the video, and you guys have made this thing one of the biggest things I've ever had in my career. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you guys for hearing the song. Thank you guys for hearing the song, seeing the video, watching it with an open mind, seeing what it was about. And you guys have no idea how much that means to me. So thank y'all so much.
All right, so I gave a thank you to Boston. Of course, really a thank you to everybody that went out there and, bought the song. And, they talk about in this article, everybody in Boston coming together. I mean, it's pretty wild, but he just used that as an analogy. Of course, they're going to come after him just for that. We know that. I mean, Boston bombings and Jason Aldean, the racist, blah, blah, blah. We know how this works. I mean, they just that wasn't the point of that at all, I mean, it was the city that came together after a tragic event to try to rebuild and recover. A lot of in there. Republican is what you need to vote for. But that's a side note. My wife's laughing. But, I mean, shit. Let's be real here. Right? Rebuild, recover, Republican. The 3 R's. Live by the 3 R's. I just created something, Jason Aldean. Appreciate it. But you get his point. Hopefully, if you got any common sense, you get the guy's point. And that's just on a much larger scale. And like I said, I just drew the 9/11 thing because, I got to thinking and was like, the country did all come together in one massive, small town-like fashion during 9/11. And that's what happens. People started raising their hands and joining the armed services to go fight for the country and started wanting to go up there and rebuild. And firefighters started coming around to try to, guys, if you're my age, 47, you vividly remember all of that and how the country came together. Right down here in Texas, you couldn't go anywhere. I remember I went out that morning, and I'm having to go around to different places, and the days afterwards, and everybody was hyper-focused and pissed. hyper focused and pissed, and everybody was equally mad. It was on their face, but it was like everybody looked at each other like, I've got your back, but everybody was razor focused and mad. I understand what he's trying to say. That was an epic speech, a pro-American speech. And yeah, quit trying to bring us together when you're trying to get us to condone things that law-abiding citizens are just never going to be okay with. And I think some of these like in-the-middle Democrats that really don't say anything, I think they got a problem with this stuff. And they're too chicken shit to come out and say it. You know? But, and then you got some radicals that just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, I went Dark Knight on you right there. Sure did. Was it Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises? Anyway, Batman was involved. And a Michael Caine. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. Jason Aldean, 23 million views on this sucker. On that music video. Wow. One of the biggest things that happened in his career, I noticed when I went over to check on that sales that he's coming through Fort Worth not too long from now. Which is, I mean, that's still a drive for me, but, you know, you never know. I don't like driving in big cities. Hey, Jason, could you come out to the country and just put on a show right out in the field there? So we'll drive up there. I'll throw you $25 for your trouble, and everybody's happy. Oh, shit. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. It's a good speech. There was nothing wrong with that. Nothing to get triggered over. And yeah, it's a good analogy. It was. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.